Welcome back, everybody. Derek Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Happy Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving Day. This is just before I'm going to distribute a bunch of meals that I've been cooking for since early morning, putting everything together and putting them into boxes for everybody to take back with them. But typically, when we used to have, or I used to have family gatherings for the holidays, especially Thanksgiving. Um, Early on, I didn't have a lot of folks that did things. My parents were getting up in the years, so they weren't really doing much for Thanksgiving, but they did go to the Claremont back in the day. So I'm going to start back, go all the way back to 1978. And why do you say in 1978? Well, that was the year I graduated from Oakland High School. And so uh, 2 weeks later, I entered the work world at Grand Auto, which was an auto parts and auto service company based right here in Oakland. And I started in the Alameda store on Webster Street back in the day. And I started out as a part-time person and making about I think it was $3.74 an hour back then, 1978. And I had to join union. Um, and so anyway, uh, during the summer, I was a part-time employee of Grand Auto. Uh, and then as September rolled around, there was an employee who wanted to swap positions. He said, "You're looking for a full-time position. I'm looking for a part-time position." And so we traded uh, in September. And in September, I went full-time. He went to become a part-time employee there so that he could continue school. I didn't have any interest in school at the time. I just wanted to take a break from school, and so anyway, uh, towards the end of September, at that job at Grand Auto, I ended up being in an industrial accident, breaking my foot, and so that uh, put me on the sidelines for 6 weeks, and then another week to rehab. But anyway, going up to November, Thanksgiving of 1978. What I remember, number one, everything was closed. The only thing that was open were 7-Elevens, gas stations, and later in the day, almost towards the evening, theaters would reopen to show movies. And that was it on Thanksgiving Day. And then the next day, uh, which would be Black Friday, and since I was new in the work world, I had to work Black Friday, and I did that. You know, with a lot of envy. Probably, if you're young, you're probably looking at a lot of people. Wow, look at all these people who are off, able to go out shopping, do other things. But then if you think about the time that they put in to get to that point, and so I always said to myself, one day when I get to that point where I no longer work the weekends, I don't work at nights, and and a Monday through Friday. Well, that was the dream. While I did attain that, I attained a lot more than that because the position that I got uh, once I got into the DoD became a 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365 days a year type of job, and I couldn't be any further than 2 hours away from uh, my area. So that really limited my work experience. or not that so much that, but it kept me close to home. And during the holidays, I was usually around, but you know, my family wasn't very close. My sister and I, we were definitely not close. My mother was the matriarch of the family and really got everybody together. But once she passed in 2001, uh, then the family kind of went their separate ways. And my wife and I, we tended to travel to her parents, who were snowbirds, and so they were in Arizona during the holidays, and so we drive down to Arizona where they had a second home. Uh, yeah, the ex-wife's parents were pretty comfortably well off, and uh, they bought a second home in Arizona for the winter months. And that was pretty common for a lot of folks from Wisconsin. That's where they were from. And Eau Claire, Wisconsin got bitterly cold. So yeah, they cold and age don't go well together. Let's just put it that way. And so we traveled. Uh, Usually, I tried to do was have a family vacation prior to going to the wife's family, the family route. So we ski in Tahoe. I'd rent a cabin for a week and then invite friends, sometimes 2 weeks, invite friends over to stay the night, party with us, and then ski, the hillside with us also. And if they didn't do that, it gave them opportunity to do things there in South Lake Tahoe. That's what we did a lot of traveling during the holidays on the road. So these days I don't travel at all because I don't have the means, and number two, I don't have anybody to go visit. So it makes it real simple. Is I don't have any family here in Oakland, and so my community right here, my homeless community, is my family, and so I cook for them. I'm kind of like everybody's dad or grandpa here, and I try and treat everybody very fairly, and try and keep smiles on everybody's faces, and do a lot for the community. But I encourage a lot of you to this evening, if you haven't already started indulging in your Thanksgiving Day meals, reflect on your past, what you've done, what you could have done better, perhaps, or make a plan for the future. Yeah, I think about a lot of the Thanksgivings. There are a lot of good memories, and there were some not so good memories. But the good memories you always hold on to, because I say this because we don't know if we're going to be here next year, if we're going to be around for the Thanksgiving in 2026. A lot of things can happen. Last year, I was nearly executed in a robbery right down the street here. So once again, this is now a second time I didn't expect to live, this long. First time was because of my work that I did, and then this time because of a robbery, because they already said, you know, they were going to execute us, and so I got lucky on that one. And like I say, folks, you don't know if the people that are around you right now are going to still be here next year. Tell them that you love them, tell them what's special about them, and always try and stay positive, uh, even though there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. Our economy is really crazy. A lot of people are cutting back, and we're seeing a lot of silliness going on in our government. So Thanks for joining me this Thanksgiving Day. I hope you really enjoy your time with your loved ones and family. And if you don't have loved ones and family, I please pray that you have a community that surrounds you and that you are a part of. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.